Hi there, friend. It is Sunday night, the 20th of December, 2020, and I'm listening to music, choral music, and a sense of coming down from all the rushing around and getting ready and busy and so on. And we're confronting the silent night. This, there's a lot of reasons to think about the silent night. Some of us are insomniacs, okay? I've been an insomniac for about 20 years now. There are all kinds of reasons that I stare at a black ceiling in the middle of the night. Sometimes I'm worried about what I'm going to do tomorrow. And sometimes I'm thinking, reviewing what happened during the day or what progress I'm trying to make. Okay. Sometimes I have memories of silent nights. The night when one of my children was very, very sick, or the night when mama died. There was the night that I was in labor. Okay. And there have been a few nights when it was storming outside. The silent night. Yeah, it was about 20 years ago that my sleep patterns became disrupted. And I made a decision because I tend to be kind of a hypochondriac anyway, that I wasn't going to medicate it. And so the last 20 years has been a healing of the insomniac because I came to peace with the idea that I had to sleep the whole 8 hours. Doesn't work that way. Doesn't work that way at all. No, there are times when I have to get up and get a glass of milk, or then there's times when Percy gives me that look and she's got a poo at 3 o'clock in the morning. You think I'm going to tell her no? Okay. I tell her no, and the consequences are terrible. Okay. There was the silent night when I didn't know if my husband was going to come home. Okay. And there have been silent nights when I worked through these problems that were going to face me the next day. Some cultures don't expect to have sleep in a single stretch from dusk to dawn. In fact, at the Trappist Abbey where I used to go to retreats, they had a Vespers service at 3:30 in the morning. And frankly, 3:30 in the morning is generally about the time I wake up for some reason. I need a cough drop, or Percy wants something, or I'm thirsty, or I'm not warm enough, or I've got to let the cat out, or I've got to let the cat in. And so this is the season when silent night becomes a topic to consider. How our silent nights are going, and how have the ones that gone before compared to the ones that we have now. I have some really harsh memories, silent night. And those memories aren't necessarily related to this life. Face down in a ditch in the middle of the night. That was terrible. That was during war. I have memories that I can't fit into this life. And they are so real because they keep coming back to me exactly the same way with new little details embedded in them. So I'm not making them up because they're telling me what happened. That's all part of the silent night when we're kind of forced to shut up and listen, okay? Um, yes, there are lots of people now who sit in front of their big screen and watch and listen to what is beamed at them. I have no interest in doing that. My parents were TV addicts in the 50s. And so when I married and had a family in my 60s, I didn't have a TV because I saw that it was all about programming. It was all about marketing the newest car and the latest style and the latest fashion and all of that. And so I've used the silent night to introduce to myself what possibly might be needed tomorrow, or what I might need to apologize for because I really kind of blew that, you know. The silent night is upon us if we let it. If we let it encroach upon our consciousness, and if we let it discipline us to listen internally. Yes, a lot of people meditate during the day. They take their 20 minutes and they do their meditation. All right, so I do mine at 3 a.m. and I'm not in a particular posture when I'm meditating, but I get the effects of it. I get the good effects from it. And I'd like to advocate and encourage you not to expect the 8 hours of uninterrupted sleep. That really isn't normal or natural for human life, okay? What's more normal is interrupted sleep and things you have to do during the night. And don't believe that you need to be drugged to get through a night's sleep. That doesn't work. Your silent night is your opportunity to get with yourself, to get with God. In this time of great turmoil and trouble and uncertainty, and we don't know who is lying to us and who is telling us the truth, we can sort things out in the silent night. You see my tree over here? I haven't put any lights on it yet, and I'll get them up. I'll get them on my tree. It's nice to have cheerful lights in the living room and reminders of times when the silent night wasn't quite so silent and there was more going on. And so I want to wish for you your silent night of peace, of serenity. All right? How does that saying go? Lord, give me the peace. And if I can't have peace, give me the knowledge to get to it. All right. This has been Emily Craig, and I want to advocate that whatever's going on outside, no matter how crazy the election was or where it's going to go, no matter what your financial circumstances are going to be, if you share with others, God is going to share with you. That's how the deal works. All right? That's the seed money power of 10. What you are generous, the ones you are generous with, enable the gates of plenty to be generous with you. And that's how it seems to work. What goes around comes around. You reap what you sow. If you're patient with yourself in the silence of the night, I find that when the day comes, the day is patient with you also. This has been Emily Craig, and go in peace.